As some of you guys may or may not know, at the end of pretty much every seasonal Deadman mode, Jagex tries to overhaul the new season before the new season starts, and they try to do something really cool to it. And honestly, last time it worked for me. It made me want to go back, and looking at this new dev blog, I probably will go back and try it again because they are making everything pretty interesting. So I can just read it top down, and I'm just gonna put background clips of me peeking in Deadman mode. Well, Jagex definitely has been coming up with some interesting ideas, or they've been hearing some interesting ideas, because the first one, I like it. I do like it, and that is that you claim your victim's experience when you kill them. So what do they mean by that? Well, when you kill someone, you get 25% of the experience from their highest unprotected stat. So, for example, if you kill them and their highest unprotected stat is fishing, and they lost 1 million experience in fishing, then you are going to get a lamp once you go to the bank to loot their key, and you will get that lamp that will give you 250,000 fishing experience. I do like that, but the only gripe that I still have with Deadman is that when you die, losing experience is too harsh. So I think that you should not lose 50% of your stats when you actually die when you're skulled. I think you should lose 25% of your stats still, but I suppose that's just my personal opinion though. Now this is something I've been saying for a while, and it is quest completion. So as you guys know, last season, or technically this season, since it's not really over yet, they decided that they want to lock content, and they would have it so Ancients gets unlocked after 1 week, and then you can do that quest after 1 week, and after 2 weeks Barrows finally gets unlocked. Well, this is something I've been saying for a while, and I know that a lot of other people have been saying it for a while, but I don't like to quest in Deadman mode. I don't want to have to do the same quest 4 or 5 times in a year if I want to make a pure on normal old school, and then I want to play Deadman, or I want to make 2 Deadman accounts or whatever it might be. I am really sick of the idea of questing. Well, they clearly heard that, and after 1 week, every single quest is going to be unlocked. Now, you can use the rewards from it, so you can use a dragon scimitar and everything, but you don't get the experience from the quest or anything. But I am very happy about this because I don't want to have to keep training continuously. So if you want to get any quests done beforehand, before that 1 week and before everything is unlocked, then of course you can go and just do it yourself, and then you do get the rewards for everything. But honestly, I don't like questing, and one of the best things that I've seen about this, proposal is this so far, so I'm definitely happy with that. Okay, now this post, this is about the content locks and content removal entirely, and it is like a little, I'm not really sure if they wrote it right or not, but it says, and this is verbatim, "In the next Deadman season, we will once again be preventing players using the ancient spellbooks and from accessing Barrows for 1 week," which Barrows was 2 weeks, and now they're saying it's 1 week. So maybe it was just a mistake, but I definitely don't think that Barrows should be in the game after 1 week, after everything just gets unlocked. And in my personal opinion, I thought that Ancients kind of killed it a bit for me, and there was actually a realistic chance of getting away when someone didn't have Ancients. So I think 2 weeks would be good for Ancients, but maybe again, that's just my opinion. But I had a lot more fun in the first week when there was no Ancients than in the second week when there was Ancients, because then I was just trying to just keep up, and I couldn't be playing a lot. I didn't have that much time to play during this whole Deadman season. Like, I had to just play really weird hours and get like a really messed up schedule. But I don't want to have to do that. I want to be able to just play at any time in the day, and if someone attacks me, fair enough, but I can just get away. I think a good balance between this is that you can just make all of the normal spellbook a lot stronger in Deadman worlds. Not even on normal old school RuneScape. You can add some better spells. You can just add an entangle that doesn't have to just automatically splash or automatically have itself when someone has Protect Mage up, because if you get a successful land, you have literally 7 seconds to kill someone, or literally 7 seconds to do damage before they can run again, and then they can get a lot of distance. And if you mess up your click with Entangle, they get even more distance. They might even just get away. I don't think it's a really good spell at all, to be honest, because Entangle is quite literally the best freezing mechanic that you have, and maybe at best you hit them with a 5, and let's say you smite them and you get lucky enough to smite them. That is when they will be running and being held for 15 seconds at a time. But it stinks. You have to smite them beforehand, and pretty much no one's going to get smited in Deadman mode, even if you're Sarah striking and everything. The person has to have no idea what they're doing. Anyway, I could go on for a long time about this, but I'm just going to go on to the next point, and that's no more fog. Because a lot of people complained about fog in all of these Deadman mode tournaments, and they said that Jagex does not do them right. So I think that they had a good solution here, and they just completely got rid of it. So what they will be doing, instead of having fog kill everyone in the area or just roll on in and everyone just takes terrible damage, they are just going to be removing access to chunks of the map all at once. So when a player is about to be kicked out of an area, there's going to be a little countdown in that area for whenever that area is going to disappear, and the player is going to be warned to move to the next space. So let's say they are in Falador and that whole area is going to be locked down and you cannot be in there, otherwise you'll die. You have 2 minutes to get over or something like that, and the next place is going to be Barbarian Village. It's going to tell you that in the chat box, at least I can presume. So if you fail to evacuate that area, just 100% you are going to be killed. So everyone is going to be forced to a final little area in the end, and they said the final area will not be closed off. It will be marked clearly along the outer edge, but you will be able to access this freely, or access and pass through it freely. So clearly they had to rethink the whole people getting stuck in the little Alcarid zone. That's hilarious. And they said we will be using Alcarid as the final area in the next Deadman Invitational, and it was a popular ending location, and being in the wilderness means we can reliably use the levels of wilderness to instruct participants on where to go. So that is actually a pretty good idea, and they're probably going to figure out the mechanics of the next one, or they might just always use Anacarl, but this time at least everyone can prepare fairly if everyone knows where it is. Also, and this is the final but probably one of the best things about this, the final hour beta. And we will be running a beta of the final hour of the Deadman mode Invitational. So pretty much there are no surprises. They're just going to be baiting this thing, and I think that's going to be cool. Hopefully I will be able to take part in that. Well, I mean, if they're doing it based off of ranks, then I probably will be able to take part of that. But maybe not. Maybe they're just going to have random everyday players. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go, but I really am going to be looking forward to that. So I think that all of these proposed changes are good. The only thing I think is that when you're skulled, you shouldn't lose 50% XP. I think you should still only lose 25%, and if you're unskulled, maybe you shouldn't even lose anything at all. So it should be a reward to kill someone who is skulled, and that's when you get all of their experience. So obviously, my opinion contradicts with the first point that they actually have. But, I mean, overall, they still want it to be a sense of danger. They still want there to be a sense of danger in Deadman mode, and I get that, but I think risking 10 items in your bank is a pretty dangerous thing as is. Plus, they should be able to crack down on mules a little bit better. But that's pretty much going to be it. I want to hear all of your opinions down below. Do you think that these updates are going to be good for the game? Do you think they're going to be bad? Do you think that they just keep ignoring something? Just let me know. Let them know. Alright, we'll see you later. Bye.